The phone call from the Baton Rouge officials brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company. All right, said interesting decision both ways to see what you do. You try to take the ball. You not.
If I'm the Tarpons, yeah, I won the ball.
100%.
Looks like West Monroe may have won the toss.
See what they want to do. West Monroe has indeed won the toss, and they...
West Monroe has won the toss and elected to defer. The South Lafourche City.
Goodness, different energy.
Yeah, and we got these headphones on. Take them off and listen. It's
Yes, wow.
Before we observe the presentation of the colors and the invocation, we'd like to ask everyone to be seated for just a moment so that we can recognize this very special group of people. Please be seated. Earlier this week, our nation observed Veterans Day, commemorating the service of all United States veterans. Joining our honor guard on the field tonight are members of the West Monroe High School staff who are veterans. They are Lieutenant Colonel Mark Hart, United States Air Force; Technical Sergeant Gregory Gilliland, United States Air Force; Obie Sims, Army National Guard; Jeremy Manning, Louisiana National Guard; David Moore, United States Army; Vicki Freeman, Louisiana National Guard. If you are or have ever been a member of any branch of the United States military, would you please stand and let us recognize you? We thank you and your families for the sacrifices you have made and continue to make for us. Now, if everyone would please join our military personnel in standing, we'll observe the presentation of our colors, the invocation, and the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Presenting the colors tonight are members of the West Monroe High School, Louisiana 61st Cadet Squadron Falcon Honor Guard. Presenting the American flag and commanding is Cadet Second Lieutenant Annabelle Smith. Presenting the Louisiana flag is Cadet Airman Janice Santos Palma. Presenting the West Monroe High School flag is Cadet Second Lieutenant Hayden McDonald. Presenting the Air Force flag is Cadet Second Lieutenant Sophia Flores. The Rifle Guards are Cadet Second Lieutenant Marley Gullidge and Cadet Second Lieutenant John Hopfinger. We also would like to direct your attention to the East End Zone, where the POW MIA was posted in accordance with federal code during an earlier ceremony. May we never forget all the fallen soldiers, Marines, sailors, and airmen, and those who have not yet returned from battle while serving this great nation. Tonight's invocation is being given by Fellowship of Christian Students member Jamison Nunn.
Please bow your heads. Dear Lord, thank you for gathering us here safely today. I lift up every player, spirit group member, and fan in this stadium. I ask that you keep everyone safe and healthy and that no one gets injured. Hope these players shine their light and open their eyes to remember that their identity is not found in football, but in you. Lastly, we thank you for sending your son to be the ultimate sacrifice for us. We thank you, we love you, and it's these things in your son's name that we pray. Amen.
And now, to honor America, please join in singing our national anthem played by the Rebel Band.
campus of West Monroe High School. Carpets will get the football first, and we'll try to do a little early game damage.
Well, a quick shout out to Johnny's Pizza House. That was pretty good.
It was. That was very good. Shout out to Truck for paying about $1,000. Carpets are going to have the first possession.
Before the kickoff, we want to thank Amped Up Installations for all your electrical installs. Give Derek Crochet a call at 985-227-8089. Amped Up Installations.
West Monroe is number 13 on the field. That is Luke Valerie. I think that is their kicker. No, 17, my apologies. And that is Hunter Fox.
They do have a good special teams unit.
We have a big West Monroe roster, and as we said, y'all gonna have to bear with us. They got multiple players at every number, but they do have the positions listed, so we are hoping to be able to figure it out. West Monroe will kick it on left or right.
It's that time of year that we've been waiting for. It's playoff time in the state of Louisiana. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night. You're in Rebel Stadium. Are you ready for the club? Hunter Fox will kick off the Rebels. Ray Hughes back to return to the target.
Tarpons caught a break there. If he'd have been at the 1 yard line instead of 1 yard in the end zone, that could have been a live ball for anyone.
So Josh Mack will lead the Cavalry out.
Dordor not in the game.
Dordor not out there on the first snap. It will be Trey on the first snap. They did not play much offense at all last week. We have a
Interception, Rebels, Ashton TV.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looked like miscommunication. There was no receiver in the area.
Not sure exactly what happened there. Looking at the video, it looked like a catch to me. The Rebels will play 1st and 10 from their Tarpon 40-yard line.
1st and 10 Rebels from the 40.
Shotgun set. Inside handoff. Bouncing through some tackles. Been there about 6 or 7. Big rolling ball running back.
And off to Christian Ponty, right side.
Good job, Tucker Dorkin. Helping on the stop. Was that Torres, 19, or for the Tarpons?
19, yeah.
Yeah, good job. Torres came up, made a good tackle. It's going to take Tarpons to gang tackle that running back. He is a strong individual.
2nd down and about 3. All the 33-yard line just underway. Play action. We'll shoot a slant. Oh, the Tarpons jumped it and nearly intercepted it. All incomplete.
For a second, I thought he had a good. Thought that was going to be intercepted.
Tarpons had a couple. First and foremost, the guy in coverage was right there, but then they had a safety that jumped it. 3rd and 3.
Thanks to Travis Douglas. Hornville up 7-0.
Inside handoff.
Yeah, up front, man, the Rebels are pretty strong up front. Yeah.
Tackle by Tucker Johnson. First and 10 Rebels.
On the middle of the field, 28-yard line. Three receiver shotgun set. They flank Monty out. Marvin's showing pressure. They're not coming. It's flushed out.
Yeah, he's down.
Intentional grounding, number 12.
Yeah, and look, if you look at it, his knee was down before.
But big play by the Carpet defense getting a sack, and now it'll be second down and about 20. Loss of down. Look at that pressure. I didn't catch that.
45, 46,
So that is
46.
for the Tarpon defense. That was
Second down and 21.
45, my bad.
That would be
Yeah.
freshman sensation.
Look here, maybe some type of screen to their receiver.
Second and 20.
Oh, ball! We got it. A good call on that. The crowd here are going to go up crazy, but
Incomplete pass.
That's why you do a pop pass and not a handoff.
Third down.
The crowd is realizing now it is still West Monroe. All it is. That's an incomplete pass.
yeah, they looking around with the Jesus poles right now. Like,
That's a good call.
yeah, it was.
It'll be third and 20. And the Tarpons get off the field here. Great job for the quarterback.
Those pass complete to Trez Davis.
He actually made a pretty good catch. The ball was thrown, I think, a little in back of him.
West Monroe play
16, 4th down, 5 yards to go. Rebels.
Counting in the opening quarter, and the Tarpons get off the field. Really good coverage by the Tarpons. A good throw there for West Monroe. Big play here. 4th and 6. Conti points out. Takes a snap. They're dropping the pressure. Got their hands off and get out. Trying, no chance. Down he goes. Incomplete pass. The Tarpons get off the field. Michael Lucas goes crazy. So the Tarpons get off the field and defense has got a whole bunch of pressure. How about that?
So that is a great job by that defense. A lot of pressure on the quarterback.
Everybody flying to the ball. That's the second time the quarterback gets in the grass just flips it out there. That's very dangerous. Tarpons had a lot of pursuit. Ryder Bruce was there. Tyler Lyons was there. Alex
Nice job by Mack. They're going to man up on your receivers. They all dropping back. They don't have somebody to account for Mack. He can gain plenty of yards.
We walked this field, this turf is like a match. Last week, the electric Mack might not have gotten up from that.
Seen the Tarpons run that so many times this year, just Dodo getting out in the flats. Yeah, running can be tough going tonight. The Rebel defensive line, they like to cut the offensive lineman, and a lot of times if they could guess wrong and cut on the right side and you run on the left. Torpin's doing a good job spreading the Rebel defense out, getting those linebackers out from the middle of the field.
With a run, and it was just can you get the third down? That's actually statistically going to go to a reception. But the Tarpons, I think, are going to have to come different way.
Brings up fourth down.
Back in the offense, stay on the field. It smells to me like Josh
Yeah.
Bounce at the 30, take a Tarpon roll, and they'll kill it dead at about the 25-yard line. Good job by the Tarpons. And with 5:51, West Monroe will take over.
Yeah, look, the Tarpons are going to have to find a way to run the football. They can't just rely on the pass because they're going to start teeing off on Matt. Looking for something unforgettable for your next party or event? Call Jeremy's Farms Pet and Zoo and bring the animals to you.
First and 10 level.
Tucker downtown once again. I'm surprised that the Rebels are not throwing the ball on their screens.
Sweep, Ethan McNeil. First down, Rebels. 12-yard gain.
77 blocked one of the Tarpon defenders 20 yards downfield. They are massive up front.
So it's going to be first and 10 from the 39-yard line. Quarterback on the design run. Party 5.
Ball. On those sweeps, they run it a little wide. They get the big offensive linemen are pulling, and the quarterback just waiting for a block. Tarpons did a good job of containing that play.
Skill, the quarterback running the football. Bring up second and about 3 on the right half. So active. Quarterback drops back to the star. The field on the field. Tarpons there. That does the left and right receiver makes an unbelievable catch and pushes it all the way into the field.
Ball is passed complete to Trez Davis.
Davis, rather. He looked
completion.
There's not much you can do. That was well defended by the Tarpons. Young man just made a heck of a catch. And talk about the quarterback putting it where it needed to be.
Two Tarpons there. He just rose up in traffic. They're quickly on the ball. Inside handoff. I think the Tarpons kept him out from the 3-yard line. That's number 7. McNeil on the carry. Got to about the 1. 3-40 McNeil.
Then we're going to see a quarterback keep if they come under center.
Yeah, this would smell tush push for sure.
So you are getting second down, going to go from the 1.
Ball's inside the 1. It is. He was hit easily.
Touchdown.
Quarterback did a good job of, he got himself, saw how low he was for that snap. He just got behind those big offensive linemen and he scored pretty easily.
Only 6-0.
Under Fox on the typical point after for Rebels.
The extra point snap is a little low. Kick is there, and it's right into that city section right here in the middle. So West Monroe gets the lead at 7-0.
West Monroe 7. Under Fox will kick off for the Rebels. Terrence Petrie and Gray Hughes back to return for the Tarpons.
That guy came from the outside right there. Whoever was responsible for blocking him surely missed him on that play. They closed in pretty quick on the ball.
So the Tarpons will play a first and 10 from their own 15.
I want to thank Mitch and Nikki Petrie. Mitch's landscaping and lawn care. They have probably served our community for nearly 40 years. Give Mitch a call, 95693-6354, or visit Mitch's at viscom.net.
Drive number 3 for Big Blue, keeping their own territory. 34-2 today in the open. Water happy with us.
Yeah, that was a tough pass for Mac. He was retreating backwards and threw it across the field. This Rebel defense will mess with your head. They come from all over on blitzes. Good job by Mac, at least holding on to the football. Haven Green checks in. Nope.
Ball squirted out. It would have been a first down.
Complete. 15 and 4. Leaving ground.
Last second inside the ground, and the drop back.
Mack was under pressure there. If not for that, I think he could have completed the pass, but he threw a little short of him because that pressure was coming at him. This holiday season, team up with All-Star Cheer Academy in LaRose and Thibodaux. Be lighting up the year with cheer and tumbling classes for all ages. Enroll now at allstaracademy.com.
Christian Bonney. 16-yard gain.
Yeah, you can't have that mental breakdown at this stage of the season.
Quarterback bouncing outside, 35, 20, 15, takes him behind, trying to pull the ball out, and they'll get him down around the 13-yard line.
Brady Gill and the quarterback keeper.
Those toss plays or the sweeps, quarterback sweep,
15-yard
it's going to be
gain,
tough to
first
stop,
down.
man, to get these guards that are pulling, and they can move. They're quick getting to the outside as lead blockers.
I want to say they're saying McNeil. I have a Kadrian McNeil. We're doing our best here, folks. A pop pass to the left side this time, inside the 10, cutting inside and in the end. They're going to pull a
Touchdown, Trails
You've
Davis.
seen him a couple times already. You'll hand the ball to
Credit 22, the back, got out there in a touchdown block for him.
So the pop pass puts West Monroe up a couple scores with 106.
Fox will attempt the point after for the Rebels.
Fox will attempt the extra point. Snap is there, kick is up, and it is right down the middle. So Monroe adds 7 to their lead.
Kick is good.
It is 14 up.
Minute 6 remaining in the first quarter. West Monroe 14, South Tennessee.
In 2025, Rev eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are Rev, 90 years of building connections.
hands up high. West, you're with us. West, you're with us. Please turn off your truck lights. Thank you.
West Monroe defense thought something was up. They followed the Tarpon offense to the sideline.
Well-coached team right there. They did their part.
I've never seen that before. He did pull the guys together. And one last thing before we got to the field, the entire 11-man defense said we're going with 5 seconds to the play clock. And that guy remember flat hand off his elbow, over his shoulder, and he did not much.
And off to Dono. Stop by Mason Willis and Ruby Thurby.
Well, the defensive line for Rebels doing a good job
Second and 9.
up front. You have some Tarpon offensive linemen that are trying to get to the second level, and the Rebels are taking advantage of it on the first level, not getting blocked.
Second and about 9. In about a yard and a half max. The rest of the line put together wide open. The crossing route out to the 31 yards. Wide.
Nice job by Joshua Mack staying in the pocket, maybe backed up a little, but he took a hit after that play, and a great route by Jarvis.
12-yard gain. First down, South Lafourche.
So first and 10. And Tarpon to the 33-yard line. Reverse Terrence looking to throw, keeping his eyes down the field, throws as far as he can to Matt. Boy, that's a new clearance. Matt got tackled at the 42-yard line. No flag comes out. I guess this is contact. But those fall incomplete. And that is the last play of the first quarter. With our score, West Monroe 14, South Lafourche 0. We'll flip
Second
sides and we'll be back in 1 minute here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network.
That's going to do it for the first quarter with you.
Yeah, it was incidental contact. I think both guys were looking back and just got tangled up.
Got a bunch of scoreboard reports I'll give you after this second and 10 play, which Rod and his team are doing a good job filling up on.
Second and 10.
I want to thank Parish President Mitch Ogeron being part of our team tonight. He's dead. The referee got knocked down. Yep. And great job by Terrence. He knew when the guy got close to him, he just cut to the sideline again. And his speed, he beat him to the pylon. So, don't get in Terrence's way.
off back to about the
First and 10 Rebels from the 30.
Carpenter play at first. I should give him to the 30. Excuse me, the Rebels play first and 10.
I want to thank Maritime Safety Solutions, providing service to the marine industry in a variety of fire safety and a variety of safety equipment.
First and 10 for the Rebels. Neal in the backfield.
McNeil on the right side. There's a flag on the play.
Oh, they're moving the sticks.
That's a mistake. There's definitely a flag in the field for 37-yard line.
They're walking backwards for sure.
Fortunately, he needs a mistake to get the ball exactly at the 30.
Ball made on the offense. 10-yard penalty for the spotted foul.
But they don't get the big game.
Hornbill up 17-0.
East Ascension 14, West Washington 3, Opposition Catholic 7, Ascension Christian 0,
Lost
West
the yard.
Washington South Airborne 0, Lexington
Second and 14.
Uh-oh.
Touchdown, Jordan Coleman. 74 yards.
Yeah, I think West Monroe is going to have to get plays on the outside. Tarpons are doing a good job on defense, not giving up many runs up the middle.
So Fox will attempt the extra point try. Snap is there, kick is up, and it is good. So West Monroe gets the touchdown back. 10:30 to go.
10:30 remaining the second quarter. West Monroe 21, South Lafourche 7. Trey Hughes back to return for the Tarpons. Hughes to return. Tackled by Terrence Allen.
Terrebonne 14, Immaculate Central 7, Mandeville 13, Timberland 7. Local brethren.
First and 10, South Lafourche from the 17.
Here it's 21 to 7 West Monroe. Update brought to you by Mitch. Again, the 17-yard line back. out of the pocket, looking to run. Oh, my, that's got to be a penalty.
One more horse collar.
They horse collar out of bounds and they didn't call anything. That's not very good.
I want to remind everyone our scoreboard updates brought to you by Parish President Mitch Ogeron.
That is very good.
2-yard gain. Second and 8.
For Mac to gain 2, bring up second and 8. I just don't know how that was a penalty. He got hit late for one and got horse collar on the sideline. Fortunately, he popped right back up. Second and 8. And Dardar, really short game that time. Maybe he got a yard. Maddox done on the
Dardar
side.
carry. Jamal Conner. Mason Willis come out of the tackle for Rebels. End of a yard. It's third down and 7.
Yep, they got it. I want to thank Mr. James Martin with Breathing Care Medical Services sponsoring tonight's game. If you need a CPAP machine, if you need a walker, or wheelchair, give him a call.
We have everything you need. Join us in supporting West Monroe Rebels. Together, it's really serious stuff.
In case you want to get your boat, your ATV, your vehicle rewired, give Amped Up Installation a call. Derek Crochet, 95-227-8089, or look for Amped Up Installation on Facebook to keep up with their latest builds.
Out of the timeout, third down and about 6.5, 7 yards for Clark. On the right half, three receivers to the left side of the formation mat. Shoot it down the field. It's incomplete. It looks really cut with the field. I don't know if that was overthrown or green or underthrown for Jarvis.
Yeah, I think one of them possibly ran the wrong route or didn't take the right angle on the route. They ended up almost in the same area.
So there's going to be another punt situation for the Charts.
It's pulled down.
Tyrese standing at the 7-yard line. West Monroe came and tried to get the last one, but Tyrese.
Edwards in 20 formation. Adrian McNeil back to return.
They're coming again. He does get away. Another wobbly kick. This one will take it off and roll. And it will go out of bounds to the West Monroe 47. So pretty good job by Tyrese. The Rebels will play first and 10. Jarvis could get a stop like they did earlier in the ball game when that fourth down play got a big sack.
Hey, Rebels, you know what time it is.
You know what else? Rebels! Let's go! Rebel ball! Rebel ball! Rebel red! Rebel red! Spinning time! Open your face! Take this spirit! Take this spirit! Twist it tight! Twist it tight! Wear that white towel all through the night! Through the night! Say Rebels! Say Rebels! 10 Rebels! 47. Rebels!
Waiting on the snap. Quarterback rolls out to the right. And we have a whistle. Or a pre-snap. I don't know. This that was late.
I'm not sure.
Just follow the play. Replay first down.
Like I said, replay first down. I think what happened, honestly, looking out there, I think one of the West Monroe kids accidentally let a football get onto the field, maybe in the kicking net or something like that. Ball on the field. We'll take it for a whistle. Not a minute. Big deal. they try the same thing or do they switch it up? First and 10. This time it's an inside handoff.
Oh,
Christian Bonnie.
Bonnie is one of the strongest football players around. Look, Big 77 getting out there. They do a great job. Their guards, pulling as lead blockers.
I apologize. I got a wrong look at the jersey. I said
First and 10 Rebels from the 11.
Benefit of having a video correct on mistakes. First and 10 to the Rebels at 12.
We got a bad spot.
Waiting on the snap. Inside handoff.
There you go.
Back the ball off. He's talking about the Rebels in the first foundation. There's not good. Don't think Colin Lyons in the stop.
And now Bonnie.
Isaiah said, hey, you want me to get a tackle?
Tackled by
I got you.
Isaiah Duncan. And Tucker Lyons lost him a yard. Second and 11.
Second and 11. 7:54 and counting in the opening half. West Monroe up 21-7 in the red zone, trying to drive for more. He's still in the backfield. Stretch run to the quarterback.
Oh, wide open.
Touchdown, Tyson Bill.
We got a flag after the touchdown. Yeah, it's after the play. Unsportsmanlike. He was doing a jig in the back of the end zone.
I think the Tarpon will take this on the kickoff.
Kind of a lost art. Huh? To give the ball to the official and just go back to your sideline.
Spun it and
He was dancing.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 2, the penalty be enforced on the kickoff.
This is a no football, no fun league, right? I'm trying.
You did earlier today. I was riled up earlier.
Hunter Fox on for the point after attempt.
Fox will attempt the extra point. It's a unique formation. Snap is there, kick is up, and it is good. And West Monroe gets another 7. It's 28.
Kick is good.
We'll be back in 1 minute.
There's 7:36 remaining. Second quarter.
Yeah, pretty good field position here.
Fair catch by Lucky Joe.
Special thanks
First and 10.
goes out to Jeremy Farms Pet and Zoo. Give them a call at 985-696-0172. Jeremy Farms Pet and Zoo, where the animals are waiting to meet you. Have a doctor from Ashna that comes down, brings his son. Yep. Yeah, good run by Dardar. Just bounced it to the outside.
15-yard gain.
The Rebels missed the tackle around the line of scrimmage, allowed Dardar to get out. Pick up positive yards.
Fairmont is just sort of tied up. It's 14 all between there and Accurate Central. I mean, up the Dardar gets across midfield. Not a whole lot more. We got about 6.
And now to Dardar, tackled by Mason Willis and Brody Thurman. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Timeout for injury.
Oh.
58 injury timeout brought to by Tidwell Regional. I think that is some in the 50s.
Yeah, his second number was 5.
I think it might be Hayes and Portland, but I'm not 100% sure.
2-5.
So that would be Dial, if my math is correct, which often tonight it hasn't been, but we're playing by ear. Second and 6.
Second down.
The Darvin to across midfield. Down the middle of the field.
Pass incomplete.
Yeah, Mac's not happy with himself after that pass.
That's one 9 times out of 10 he's going to complete. Look across to Jarvis. He would have looked to turn up the field.
And it's tough to sit in that pocket when they got them big guys coming and run right at you.
Third down and about 7. Where this game is going, I think it might be 3 down territory for the Cardinals. Down the field, just out of the reach of Jarvis. That time incomplete. A little short on one, a little long on the other. And Jarvis have a decision to make.
Yeah, look, the timing's off again with the pressure that's coming at Mac.
It's a 4th down.
The line's giving him enough time to throw the football.
Darkin often stays out there. I like this call. You have not gotten stopped. You're not getting an extra possession in the second half. You're already down 1. No one in the state thinks you're going to win this football game, but you have across the field. This ball is running in the right half.
You know, a lot of times if Mac was dropping back, he heard the whistle. He just kept dropping back. The white hat should just jump in between Mac, in front of him to stop the guy. Because it wasn't a dirty play. You just don't hear the whistle with all this noise.
Turn our attention to the future. Our commitment to Northeast Louisiana is at the center of how we move St. Francis forward. Our highly skilled team has one thing in mind.
Again, we want to thank Mr. James Martin at Breathing Care Medical Services. If you need a CPAP machine, a wheelchair, walkers, give them a call, 456-5571. That's Mr. James Martin, Breathing Care Medical Services.
4th down and 7 yards. The Tarpons at the West Monroe 48. They have 1 timeout, 6:15 to go in the opening half. 1:28 on the left side, strong side of the field, beats to the right.
It's 4th down.
They're coming.
Big shot. Tried to get the ball to Jarvis. And was not control on the mental possession.
See that Rebel defense, they dialed up the pressure there. The guy came late on a delayed blitz, and he was coming full steam.
Pretty bad with the pressure on the quarterback.
So West Monroe will take over on downs.
First and 10 Rebels from the 48.
Florida Collie in on defense.
Toss to Keegan McNeil. Gain of 8. Second and 2.
Thank a loyal listener, Mr. Rick Foss. A good buddy of mine.
Second and 2. 6 minutes to go in the half.
Reverse.
Right side reverse. Here they come. Big roll. 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 30, coming back up the field. Numbers are in rally. Try to push them out, but I didn't have to win. That was a touchdown.
Got a flag.
Keegan Mitchell. There's a flag on the play.
So, let's see. The offense has already walked back. This is something on West Monroe. We don't know exactly what. That's what we're waiting on.
There's no foul for blindside black. The offensive end uses open hands. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Everybody in the field was rolling.
Touchdown, Keegan Mitchell.
No foul for a blindside block. Why the heck did you throw a flag for
Well, why are you going to let both teams come back to the 40?
that?
On a box on for the point after attempt for the Rebels.
Fox is waiting on the snap for the extra point. Snap is there, kick is up, and it is good. So West Monroe had
Kick is good.
35-7.
5:44 remaining in the second quarter. West Monroe 35, South of Houston. For the Tarpons. Touchback.
Careful there. They kick off.
South Houston went first and 10 for the 20-yard line.
And just kind of bailed on it, assuming it would go in the end zone, and then it took a lazy Sunday hop. That one almost stayed in the field of play. But it will go to the 20.
I think Coach Young and Coach Wood wanted to bring the iPad to the official to replay that last play. That wasn't doing good.
Well, I wasn't doing good, but yeah, Gotta be careful. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Mack in an empty shotgun set. That's the snap. Under pressure, flushed out to the left. Flag on the play that he's coming back, and it will be a
As they complete, there's a flag on the play.
Right after the flag is picked up, there's one on South Lafourche in the pit there.
Holding, number 56 on the offense. A 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
How do you feel about the mic'd up official?
No, just take it or leave it.
And look, not that they're doing anything wrong.
First and 20.
Just publicly calling out the number of the person, the fouls.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Oh,
Say
come
what
on,
we
man. Come on. You got to tough it up.
I agree, but this is not the society that is about toughing things up. Matt, shoots again in the middle of the field, little behind Harris.
Next pass incomplete.
It's off tonight. Yeah.
Second down.
You know, some officials would probably, may I have your attention, please? Everyone, look at me. I'm about to make a call.
Let's say the height of the flag tosses today.
Yeah.
Second and 20. Not where you're accurately confused. Look out on 4, 3, 2, got it. He is in zone almost. Standing 6 down the middle. Pocket 20, 25.
Goes down. Look, if you're the Rebels, it's 35-7, but how can you leave number one that wide open? Good stiff arm.
And up to Dardar. He's tackled by Troy Smith. No gain. Second and 9.
Reminder, after this game, we're going to download the game to the YouTube channel.
That is one thing for those of you that
That's complete to Landon Jarvis.
here that are not here rather than just listening to us.
Run a bounce by Maddox Cobbs. 7-yard gain. It's third down and 3.
It's about 5 yards maybe in back of the end zone.
Stacked up by Marius Kinnear.
So it'll be fourth and about a yard and a
Pick
half.
up a yard.
4-13.
4th down and 2.
This is where you're playing with 5. You don't get this. They're going to have a short field
That's going to be close.
Pass complete.
Not where he's.
Let's see. They're putting it at the 41-yard line.
Got it. Whew.
Throw the motors first down for me, and he go forward.
2-yard gain. First down, South Lafourche.
We'll take it, but I'm not too sure on that one.
Sideline official that picked one up a second ago. I guess he pulled the Tarpons one there. It looks close.
Yeah, and he might have stayed in bounds long enough.
First and 10 from the 41 now. Keeps it deep down the field, incomplete. No chance for Jarvis there.
Max pass, incomplete. Intended for Jarvis. Second down.
Yeah, he overshot him on that one.
So second and 10 from the 41. There. Banging some bells out there on the home side. Matt keeps it to the sideline. Clock right there into the 45 from the third. Oh, that's Jarvis.
Nice job by Jarvis, adjusted to the football. But when he did it, it just took him down to the turf. But it was a good adjustment just to catch that ball.
Third down and 7.
3rd and 7. 3:48 down. The Cardinals would like to possess the ball the rest of the half. They got one timeout. First two is 35 to 7.
No.
Incomplete. Dardar would have been a yard short of the first down,
That's
but
incomplete.
nothing between the
Intended for
quick and
Landon
small
Dardar.
incomplete.
I don't know with the air here, if the turf is getting slippery or not. A lot of our guys are falling.
Yeah, we were walking on the field, and it wasn't slippery when we were walking. It is a very soft turf.
It's a different field.
Than South of Beach.
Different field. Well, it's not while it's in play.
How about West Monroe? Their first time out of the house.
West Monroe called it first.
Okay.
Hey, Rebel fans, I'm Barry Bell with Progressive Bank. I know life moves fast, and that's why we make banking simple. With convenient online options.
Thank Mitch's Landscaping and Lawn Care. They have proudly served our community for nearly 40 years. Give Mitch a call for your landscaping needs, 95-693-6354, or visit mitches@viscom.net.
Big play coming up here.
And again, our school board updates tonight brought to you by Parish President, Mr. Mitch Ogeron. We're going to have a school board update at halftime. Huntsville up 24-6. Case, if you had a daughter, you can send your daughter to All-Star Cheer Academy in La Rose and Thibodaux. Private lessons to help athletes get ready for school tryouts. Got it. They came with pressure. He got out the pocket, avoided that pressure, and picked up a first down. That's playoff time, Josh Mack. Nice job of getting the first down. Put his head down, dove for extra yardage. When the Tarpon spread the defense out a little bit, they widen out with them. The backers are not there.
2nd and 3.
Opens up the middle for Matt.
Going to check the line of scrimmage or inside of 2 minutes. He had in motion. Mac will keep it again. Same play. Breaks the tackle. Gets across the 35. So he's talking to something before that draw. They do move the pins. The clock will stop momentarily. The Tarpons have some time, but they have to be aware.
Tackle by Jackson Talley.
Mac is a cramp, I believe. Said he's good. Keep an eye on that. If he starts cramping up in his run.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get around him this time. The throw shoots it down the middle, incomplete behind the receiver, Jarvis.
Max pass incomplete, intended for Landon Jarvis. 2nd down.
Second man.
If you need new tires, give Performance Automotive a try.
Roll number 9. He's a lineman right
Yeah.
now. He's limping. He's fighting through it. Play clock down to 5 with 2nd and 10. Got the snap. Keeps it to the sideline. Causing to get out of bounds.
Nope.
They'll say staying inbounds. Start on the 30.
Max pass
Thinking
complete
about
to
4
Gardar.
o'clock becoming an issue. 108 and counting.
Tackled by Brady Bill. 2-yard gain.
Inside of the
It's
middle.
3rd down. And 8.
Drive looks like it'll avoid putting West Monroe back on the field if there's nothing else. Before you get scored. Clock down to 38 now. They clock down to 13. Favoring about 7 for the ball. And then to the sideline. A lot of times on the clock. 40 seconds. You get a ball out. Absolutely love it. You're going to call a timeout. Why wouldn't you come after the play and say they use the entire play clock and call a timeout? Right here.
Thanks to Duck Fab, a leader in quality duct fabrication and custom ducts, exhaust, and wall sheeting installation.
Catherine and I raised our family here. We worship here, and we serve here. It's an honor to support the community that has given us so much. Tradition, value, and community.
Thanks to the Terry L. Hunter III Foundation, helping to spread suicide prevention awareness. Thank y'all so very much for sponsoring Tarpon football and Tarpon athletics in general.
They listen to
At St. Francis Health, we're focused on serving you with a dedication to excellence, innovation, clinical expertise, and respect for who you are as a person. As we turn our attention to the future, our commitment to Northeast Louisiana is at the center of how we move St. Francis forward. Our highly skilled team has one thing in mind: excellence in healthcare. It is our honor and our mission to serve you and this
And
community.
again, let's thank Bob Oles.
St. Francis, proud sponsor of the West Monroe.
Go out Sunday afternoons, go give it a dance, Casey. We got dances, live music.
I said I wouldn't go to Bob Wilson, but I'm not going
Oh,
next. 37. Matt. Keeps it down the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Hayden Green.
Pass is incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Seconds on the clock. Start the offense on the field. Matt. Down the middle of the field, incomplete was overseen there. Derek Hussein get held. The officials disagreed. BJ is on the official's case.
Brady Bell. Pressure on the quarterback.
Rebels take over on down.
Rebels take over on down.
he's still at it.
the play is an incomplete pass. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, 62 on the previously offensive. Be 15 yards, first down, West Monroe.
Hawkins gets 15-yard penalty after the play. That could change West Monroe's decision making there. They were in their own territory. I didn't see that flag.
They were jawing at each other the play before.
First and 10 Rebels from the 46.
They got a couple timeouts, 35-7 to score. They're now their own 46-yard line.
We got too many on the field. Yeah.
Only one receiver in the formation, so it's went down wide. Okay, very tight formation.
Oh!
Young Anthony Monroe runs into his own blocker, and that'll trip him up at about a 6-yard gain that could take us to the half.
Hand off to Ziggy Etheridge.
They're calling timeout.
I would.
Timeout, West Monroe. Their second timeout of the half.
Oh, they got to have more than 10 seconds.
6-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, he ran right in the back of his own teammate.
Yeah, tough luck there.
Like PMC Insurance, specializing in home, auto, and much more. Give Philly C. Chabert a call for all of your insurance needs. Ortho LA, Orthopedic Sports Medicine, offering a wide range of specialty orthopedic services.
So West Monroe with no further time added to the clock, still at 10. I was surprised by that. The play, second and 4.
We have two officials talking to each other, but they're going to let it stand.
Another player who has ball shot to the sideline, running back. That's up the field. He sports up at the 36, 30 seconds.
The end of the period. First down, Rebels.
They're not going to call it.
And that's half. So West Monroe takes it to the lockers. It is 35-7. They lead over South Lafourche. Will take a 3-minute break and we'll jump into our halftime.
That's going to do it for the first half. The score, West Monroe 45, South Lafourche 7.
It is our Gulf Coast Orthopedics halftime show. It's a pleasure to be joined by Dr. Jeffrey Stone at Gulf Coast Orthopedics. Doctor, you were telling me before we hit record that you specialize in shoulder and elbow injuries. Let's talk about some of the more common shoulder and elbow injuries that you see in athletes in a given year.
Some of the most common shoulder injuries that I see are commonly instability, where you tear what's called the labrum, which is what deepens the socket. It's very common with contact sports such as football and soccer. Additionally, we see labral injuries with overhead athletes such as in baseball, where you tear what's called the superior labrum, called a slab tear. This is related to repetitive traction forces on the labrum itself. And with regards to the elbow, I see commonly Tommy John surgery, which is a tearing of the ulnar collateral ligament, and this is typically seen in overhead athletes such as baseball players, volleyball players, javelin throwers.
You were telling me a minute ago that there's maybe some new things happening with Tommy John surgery, where traditionally didn't they remove a ligament? Now there's some different things you guys are doing?
So traditionally, Tommy John surgeries is performed where you harvest a ligament, one of your own tendons actually, the palmaris longus, to reconstruct the ligament which is the medial ulnar collateral ligament here. Now, this is commonly amenable to what's called an internal brace, which is where we repair the ligament, but we augment it with this high tensile collagen coated tape. which has dramatically shortened the recovery time from 12 to 16 months down to 4 to 8 months.
Dr. Stone, talk to me about exactly what you were just saying there. When we hear these terms like Tommy John and different things in the past, it sometimes was a death sentence to a career. Players would never recover. But talk to me about the enhances in technology. Now, people are coming back faster than ever, and in many cases, stronger than ever.
That's correct. It's a misnomer that if you have Tommy John surgery, you go back throwing harder than you ever would before. That's not quite true. Basically, Tommy John surgery is to get you back to where you were throwing, where you should be throwing. With the ulnar collateral ligament repair with the internal brace augmentation, many patients are throwing in the 90s at a much shorter recovery time, and again 4 to 6 to 8 months versus the traditional 12 to 15 months.
That's amazing. In terms of prevention, what are some things that people could do to strengthen their shoulders and their elbows and different things to try to be as strong as they possibly can to maybe try to avoid having an injury in the first place?
It's very important to warm up the shoulder prior to doing any kind of overhead activities, weightlifting, dynamically stabilizing the shoulder, the rotator cuff, with both your internal and external rotators will dynamically balance the shoulder and avoid injury. Also, too, periscapular muscle strengthening, working on keeping the shoulder blades back when doing any kind of activity. Essentially, having great posture when you're doing these types of activities will help you avoid injuries to your neck, your shoulders. It helps avoid impingement and a lot of problems down the road. So, and additionally, core strengthening is really important for a lot of these events too. So, really, proper core, proper lumbar lordosis, basically keeping great posture will help you avoid injuries.
Dr. Stone, you were telling me before we hit record that you've worked with some really famous doctors and some really amazing people. Tell us a little bit about your background, sir.
So I did my residency at University of South Alabama. I had the opportunity to train under the world famous Dr. James Andrews, who I got to do a lot of surgery with. I became very close with him and wrote my letter of recommendation for fellowship, which is the reason I got the fellowship that I did, which is arguably the highest volume shoulder elbow fellowship in the country down in Tampa, Florida. Subsequent to training in Tampa, Florida, I trained in France with two world famous surgeons, Dr. Laurent Lafourche in Annecy, France, and then Dr. Pascal Bolo in Nice, France.
That's amazing. Tell me about this. As a doctor, how fulfilling is it whenever you have someone who has a labrum tear or gets to Tommy John, and you know it's going to be a long process for them, but then when you hear back from them later, however many months later, and they are recovered, how fulfilling is that to see that the work that you guys did allowed them to get back on the playing fields?
It's the best feeling in the world. I mean, it really is one of the most rewarding jobs I could ever imagine. I love my job. I would do this for free if I could. It's just it's amazing being able to get athletes back on the field, back in the pool, back to doing things they want to do in life.
What are some of the things that a student athlete should know? I know you were talking about stretching and posture and everything. What are some things that student athletes should know to try to better prepare them for their upcoming seasons to try to maybe avoid having injuries?
Basically, preparation is key, just as you said. I mean, you really staying cross-training, staying active, avoid couch time, screen time, those things in order to stay in shape to get ready for the season.
100%. And look, these injuries that we're talking about, do they happen also in non-athletes? Like just as the average person was? I know a relative who tore his labrum, he just did it at work. Like, do you see these injuries in just the average person?
All the time. These are very common injuries to see. More commonly, as you get older, you start to see more rotator cuff tears associated with this, not just labral tears, but it's very common. Repetitive impingement can cause these problems, or just a wear and tear over time. All traumatic injuries can happen too, so that's why it's important to maintain muscle tone, stay in the gym, stay active.
Dr. Stone, we thank you so much for the time.
All right, thank you.
It is our Gulf Coast Orthopedics halftime show. I'm here with Dr. Porto Hari at Gulf Coast Orthopedics. He is a spine surgeon. Doctor, we're here to talk about spine injuries and prevention and different ways that athletes could prepare themselves for the upcoming season. Doctor, how are you, sir?
Good. Thank you for having me. Yeah, it's a very important topic, back injuries in athletes. So I think the literature and science, and also my experience with the athletes that have back injuries, the most important part is rehabilitating the injury before return to play. Athletes always want to return with their team and get back in there as fast as possible, which is understandable. But if you appropriately rehab it, you decrease the chance of this becoming a problem in the future, and decreases the chance of it becoming a flare-up, which could also change your success for the season. So appropriate rehabbing an injury has shown a big difference when people have back conditions and back injuries in athletes. So one condition particularly is spondylitis, where people have a high arch, they're born with a high arch to their back, and they develop a crack at the bottom two vertebrae of their back. And beforehand, people return to sports early or right away. And the studies have clearly shown if there's fluid in that crack and it's acute and it's inflamed, that you actually want to do a cool down, and that helps decrease the chance of developing a flare up in the future, and also helps with their long-term function in the future. It's analogous to concussions. So in sports, beforehand, concussions, people were returning to play, and we're clearly shown from the literature that these patients and athletes should not return to play until they're at their baseline cognitive function, because it decreases the length of post-concussive syndrome, and also decreases the chance of developing CTE and chronic issues. So appropriate rehabbing condition helps with patients' long-term function as an athlete, and also as an adult later on with these conditions, and making so they don't become chronic. And the other part that's important, and I notice in athletes, is that stretching. A lot of athletes don't want to do the stretching. They want to go straight to strengthening and exercises related to the sport. But stretching is paramount. And the one thing that's most common when it comes to back condition in athletes is that their hamstrings are too tight. And patients with that same condition that we call the spondylitis universally have too tight hamstrings. So strengthening, but particularly stretching of the hamstring is paramount. And because pulling on that muscle will actually pull in the pelvis, which causes increased back pain and incidence of back injuries as athletes. So strengthening the posterior chain of the body, the backside, and stretching the backside of the body, and particularly the hamstrings when it comes to back conditions, is important to prevent injuries and also to treat injuries. So I think appropriate rehab and also stretching are key things in athletes to prevent and treat back injuries.
Dr. Porterhar, we often hear in sports the term stinger. What exactly is that? And if one has one, what should they do?
So stinger is a very important topic. So the big thing with it is the stinger related to an injury of the brachial plexus, the nerves that are under the armpit, or is it related to an injury in the neck with the pinched nerve in the neck causing radiating symptoms in the arm? If this patients have stingers in both arms, it's related to the neck, and that's the main thing with those patients, is to see if they have a narrowed canal to their spinal cord, which increases the chance of them developing stingers in the future. So stingers, the main thing is to find out, is it related to an injury to the nerves under the armpit or an injury to the nerve in the neck? And so return to play is determined by that. So if they have a narrow canal and have stingers on both sides, it does change the prognosis versus somebody that doesn't have a narrow canal to their spinal cord, and that the injury was to the nerves in the armpit versus a nerve in the neck. It changes what we do as orthopedic surgeons and spinal surgeons.
You mentioned stretching and the importance of stretching. What specifically are some things in terms of stretching? What types of stretches should they be doing?
So that's a very important thing. So one thing is, as humans, we're very strong in the muscles on the front of our body, our biceps, pectoralis muscles, and same thing with our legs. And so one thing that is most important in terms of physical therapy and rehabilitation of people, not just for spinal injuries, but orthopedic injuries in general, is stretching and strengthening the posterior chain. So all the muscles from the back of the skull all the way to the back of the foot is important to balance the body, to develop an upright posture where you naturally hold a correct posture because of balance and symmetry between the muscles on the front side and the back side of the back, shoulder, and lower extremities. So posterior chain stretching is important to maintain a proper posture. So you can, if you have a proper posture, you decrease the chance of developing back issues in the future. And this is not just related to athletes, but also adults that are not athletes in terms of decreasing the chance of developing back and neck issues in the future. Strengthening and particularly stretching, stretching is even more important to decrease the chances of having neck and back issues in the future in adults and also in athletes.
Doctor, we thank you so much for the time. It's our Gulf Coast Orthopedics halftime show. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
I think it was pretty scary. Never seen you in that state of mind. No. Yeah.
Kick off for South Lafourche.
Then they're going onside kick here.
Davis back to return for the Rebels.
A boot. Oh, ball! You got to be kidding me.
Avion Mitchell, the return.
He's riding the block.
Tackled by Wilbert Sereno.
So good starting field.
First and 10 Rebels on the South Lafourche 49.
I don't know if they would go for the kill shot right here. They had the ball closer with 3 seconds left in the second quarter and just ran the clock out.
Get outside. Harkins are still swinging everybody down. Oh, trying to swing him down to be pushed out of bounds.
The new quarterback, number 8.
Maybe I should have that one there. Number 8 is the new quarterback, and that would be Allen.
Loss of a yard.
Loss of a yard.
Second and 11.
Third foundation moved around like the ball.
Yeah, West Monroe, their starting backs are not in.
They seem to have got control of the game. Side hill.
Nice job by Rujo. Came from that backside, untouched.
3rd and 14.
3rd and 14 coming up. Snap. Quarterback rolls out to the right. And will be shoved out to the 50 to get the first down.
Frank King scrambled for the Rebels.
Punt.
Picks up 4 yards. 4th down, Rebels. Remy Moore in punting formation for the Rebels.
Snap. It is a fair
catch by Terrence Kingstreet.
I think we saw some backups in the West Monroe offense. I don't know that they'll be doing the same on the firepower that they're starting offense. Inside hand off the guard. Dive across 25 knockouts.
Yeah, yards of the middle are tough to come by tonight.
Tackled by several Rebels. By Braxton Florentine, Finn Flowers. Gain of a yard. 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Off the 25-yard line. Mack waiting on the shotgun snap. Got it. push down at the 40. Then it's going to be over 100 yards in that pass. And then it's big, golden over first down. Number one just keeps working.
That look a nice route and a nice pass by Matt.
35-yard pass completion. First
They
down.
tried to jam Terrence early in his route, but missed him.
So it'll be first and 10 from the 40. 9:54 in. Down the middle of the field, incomplete.
That's incomplete. Intended for Haven Green.
Haven Green comes up limping a little.
Elijah Thomas covered for the Rebels. Second down.
Snap. Got it. Down to the sideline.
Good protection from the offensive line. Gave Mac plenty of time to throw that football.
Haven Green.
Thanks to Mitch and Nikki Petrie sponsoring tonight's game. Mitch's Landscaping.
Third down, 3 yards to go. Fans, it's third down.
Yep.
Lewis and Freddie Bell. 11-yard gain. First down. Ball spot at the 17.
The first and 10 to the Darkman. Mac. And the Dardo, they're picking through the line, arrived inside the 15, about the 13. 8:20 counting in the third.
Seemed like if he'd bounced that to the outside like he did a few times.
Freddie Bell and Ashton Peavy. 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
Think Amped Up Installations. Give Derek Crochet a call. 95-227-8089.
Back ready on the snap. The Dardar swallowed up that time. Good job out in the middle with the defense for the Rebels.
And now to Dardar. Stop by Finn and Flowers. Loss of a yard. It's third down. 7 yards to go.
Yep.
Time out.
ball, but I think it's not
Yep.
good. So the
West Monroe, 35.
South Lafourche 7 off in the deficit. Now the kick. Ball at the 20-yard line with that field. Bouncing outside, I cut back into the 35, but he's still around the block at the 35. So West Monroe will take over there.
Dallas DeVos on the return for the Rebels. First and 10 Rebels from inside the 36.
So West Monroe will take over. Playing first and 10. Inside handoff, just not much. Our defense is bottling that run here in the second half. 28 on the carry.
Get off the Hudson Spillers. Tackled by Isaiah Duncan. Gain of a yard. Second and 9.
The Rebels were getting most of their success from the outside again. Big quarterback, number 8.
Second and 9. On the 36-yard line. Play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw it away. I'm going to ball out the line. Don't think that ball got to the line.
Yeah.
It is. There's the flag. That could be intentional grounding. That ball did not get to the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be a huge
Intentional grounding. Number 8 on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Lost it down. Third down. Yeah.
I don't know what West Monroe's doing. They're playing their second offense, and they're going backwards, and they've only got a 21-point lead here.
Yeah.
Feels a little risky to me, but Parkland fans are okay with it. The ball's now at the 15-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 30, literally. They're showing a blitz. It's a toss to the outside, and just not much. I mean, they got positive yards. What about doing 3 or 4? And they have to punt from deep in their own territory.
Gain of 8.
Quick snap on the punt. The punt is high in the air. Terrence saying get away. We'll take a park and roll. Stop the push out of the territory. Don't ride this one off, folks.
Put out of bounds at the 47. First and 10 South Lafourche.
First and 10 for Big Blue.
Looking at their head coach across the way, he don't look very happy. Their own fault. They took their foot off the gas in that second quarter.
First and 10. Inside handoff to Dordor. Not much.
Gunner for carry. Stopped by Jackson Taylor. End of a yard. Second and 9.
Oneville up 24-12. Thanks to Travis.
31-12. Mack will drop back here, shoots it to the sideline, off the shoulder pad to Dordor.
I think it's 24-12, I think.
Pass incomplete.
Be a lone bright spot locally tonight. Everybody else losing. Terrebonne did just score.
It's third down and 9.
Wow.
Here it's 35-14. To the sideline caught, making the man miss and working towards the sticks and getting the first down.
First down.
Coaches just don't want to win. When he's facing a West Monroe defense, he has been unguarded. What more do they have?
Yeah, he always makes the first man missing.
North of 100 in the game. You've got a touchdown. There's been one big play after. What more do you have to see? I've seen this one driving near the 30. 3:21.
That was probably one of the biggest holes we've seen from the offensive line tonight.
4-yard gain. Second and 6.
Second and 6. Marvin's in plus territory, trying to get within 2 scores as Monroe just kind of looks a little flat in this third quarter. Matt under pressure. They throw it to the sideline and it's incomplete. He just kind of put that one in his pocket. Maybe he was trying to get it to Jarvis and just underthrew it.
I think smart play avoiding the sack.
Have to play another down.
Yep.
It's third down.
They got a big, solid. Well, now it's but when they're on offense, it says, how is an offense more on defense? Very wide now. Screen gets it to Dordor, looks up the field,
Good execution right there from the Dolphins.
There's a flag on the play.
That's got to be ineligible downfield. No.
Offense, number 16.
If it wasn't, he had a very dangerous play. He caught that ball behind the line of scrimmage, but it is watching it back on the video board, he definitely caught it behind the line of scrimmage, but there also was a takedown right there that we just saw on the video board. It negates the game.
It's third down and 16.
Green pocket, throws throws it deep down the field.
Got him. Oh, caught it. Nice ball placement from Matt.
Gorgeous catch. Down to the 6. You've got to punch this in, make them start sweating a little bit. It could be a 2-score game, perhaps. They've locked down the 1. Matt got to hurry. They get off the 6. Matt on the quarterback draw inside the 5. Driving for the green zone. He's not going to get in.
Close.
He'll get close. Down to the 2. Running first down.
Stopped by Jackson Talley. 4-yard gain. Second and goal from the 2.
Tarpons are in the red zone. Matt waiting on the snap. Got it. Inside. Nobody keep it. To the outside. Driving into the end.
Back to keeper. He's tackled by Elijah Thomason.
At the 1-yard line.
No gain.
String tackle got into the ground.
It's third down.
We haven't seen Hughes in on offense. We got him.
Snap is there. Kick is up. It is right down. You're starting to believe that they have a shot in this ball game.
Well, the first unit, I think, is coming back in.
First and 10 from the 30.
Man,
Casey goes back with 3 seconds in the first half. He's got the ball in plus territory, and you just let the clock run out?
just feels like a terrible lead on a win-or-go-home playoff versus not play your starters with the game not decided. I mean, this is the first group. Who knows? They may go straight down the field and score. Why are you a chance? Getting on the snap. Inside handoff. Big gain across the 40. Getting a first
Another
down.
Christian Putty.
It's 35-21. We'll be back in 1 minute with the
10-yard gain,
final
first down, Rebels.
That's the end of the fourth quarter.
Christian Ponty, left side.
CNN says sometimes an election is going to be called. We could call that Mandeville is going to be Tidwell tonight. It is 40.
6-yard gain, second and 4.
Call it.
That is insane. I didn't see that coming from a million miles away. Not at Tidwell. Second and 4 for the Rebels here. We'll throw out to the flat. Ball making a move north across the 50, 45, 40. Driving kick out of the 33.
Brady Hughes pass complete to Jordan Coleman.
And the Rebels have shown that a few times where just get the ball out on some quick passes. They haven't done their screens yet.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Waiting on the snap. Play action, quarterback in the press, first out to the right. We look to the end. Got a big hole. They got some wheels on him. Gets out of bounds to the 6.
Brady Gio on the carry. 17-yard gain, first down.
Crazy when they put the starters back in.
Yeah.
But look, if you're going to be playing in the second round, you want momentum.
Yeah,
And the way they played in the second half.
You get this game in the running time, and then you put your backups in. That was a foolish decision. I don't care if he listens to me saying it. That was a foolish decision. 1st and 10. The toss down there to Ponty. That's inside, and he's going to get in. So that's what it is.
Touchdown, Christian Ponty.
Let's see, Travis. 6 minutes left in the third.
Oh, we were the late game tonight.
It's 31-20. Andre.
Fox on for the point after attempt.
Most of the other games in the area late into the 4th. We're one of those stragglers tonight. Extra point is good, and the Rebels add to the advantage.
Kick is good. 10:52 remaining. Score now, West Monroe 42. Fox will kick it off for the Rebels. Against Petrie and Dre Hughes back to return for the Cardinals. Dre Hughes. The return. Left by Maddox Dunn.
I know we got a lot of time left still in this game, but we're going to be we're going to determine if we're going to have us a post-game show. One of us may have to go fuel up the jet. Maybe, yeah, I think it was. Oh, yeah.
Snap. And
Jackson Talley with a tackle in the backfield.
So they have stiffened up. I mean, predictably.
Well, yeah.
It's third down and 12.
No. Almost. Good effort from Terrence.
Incomplete. Maddox
I mean, you got a punt here.
It's fourth down.
You're inside the 40 yard. Offense is still out there. They're rolling the dice. But all in all, about a 35-yard punt, not bad.
Quick kick down at the 48. First and 10 Rebels.
Getting some text. Who's the pilot of the jet?
And a final score: Washita 24, Sanama 21. Washita will travel to Nesterhead next Friday night.
Washita beats Sanama.
Wow.
Before their troubles.
Well, they're playing.
Yeah. Who knows? First and 10. Inside handoff. Somebody late.
Dante again and Arujo.
Big lift there on the inside handoff.
Picked up a yard. Second and 9.
McNeil on the carry and Dante just late.
Man, I am so impressed with the play of Dante this year. He has been getting better and better each and every game.
9:04 in County West Monroe being methodical as you expected to lead in the fourth quarter. They hand to McNeil again. Hit
Oh.
by the linebacker.
Adrian McNeil on the carry. He's brought down by Isaiah Duncan. 16-yard gain, first down, Rebel.
The running back kept running down the field.
And Big 71 fell on top of Sawyer.
First and 10. And the entire Harvard defensive front jumps into the field. I'm curious to hear the name or the number that they'll announce here. This would be everybody.
Yeah,
By snap, encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first.
No, that was offside.
yeah. Sawyer taking a break, man. He's been going both ways.
First down, 5 yards to go, Rebels.
A lot of both ways for the Tarpons. They're fighting their tails off, man, trying to claw back into this one. 8:27 in County West Monroe has regained control of the ball game. Play action. It's a go ball to the outside. 1-on-1.
Nope.
Good play. Terrence Petrie broke that one up. Really nice job in coverage. 1-on-1, 50-50, rose up in the air and cleaned it up.
Jennifer Trez Davis.
Trez Davis, their best receiver, had
Second
a
down.
shot at it, but Terrence said no, sir. It's got to feel like deja vu for Terrebonne right now. I'll explain why. They lost on the last-second field goal last year as the 9 seed. Right now it's 21-21 between they and Academy Central. I'll tell you after this play. It's inside handoff to McNeil, turning the corner.
Gone.
Touchdown, Keegan McNeil. 26-yard touchdown period.
The city blocking and running back.
I would love that. Here, West Monroe's kind of grabbed this one by the neck a little bit. With 8:03 to go. Snap is there, kick is up, and it is good. So it's 49-21, back in 1 minute.
And the point after by Davis Long is good.
No.
Turn. Tackled by Jackson Garner. Keegan Bowley.
I'd be for Tyler Lewis right now. I'm going up to Brandon Brown. Who's your jumper? Tell me somebody that can jump. Yeah, well.
Thibodeau's getting waxed. The Tarpons are losing decisively, but we do have some action here in this one. Or in that back terrible matchup. Back wins down. Shoots it to the sideline. It's blocked by Jarvis. Tripped up. Very little range.
Pass complete to Landon Jarvis.
He's got tackled.
He's
He's
tackled by Elijah Thomason.
One to the field. Let's see if they get it off. They didn't.
No gain.
Wow.
What happened there?
They did a less miles than what happened there. We're going to overtime. Wow. Okay, we'll keep you posted there. 2nd and 10 here. Matt shoots it down the middle, caught by Petrie. Petrie at the 20, gets the push out of bounds at the 23.
Pass pass complete to Terrence Petrie.
Yeah. They're short of the first.
7-yard gain. 3rd and 3.
7:05 to go here to start.
It's 3rd down.
And inside handoff to Got it. Yeah. I was
Yep.
looking at the wrong stick.
And off to Landon Darnard. It's tackled by Troy Smith. 3-yard gain. 1st down Cardinals.
First and 10 on the 26.
Oh,
Black and white.
yeah, without that hold, I think Ogill catches it in stride.
15 yards results in a first down.
Breathing Care Medical Services. If you need wheelchairs, if you need walkers, give James Martin a call, 456-5571. Breathing Care Medical Services. Thank you so much.
1st and 10 on the 41.
Side handoff to
And off to Landon Darnard. Stopped by Dallas Duos. 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4.
about 4. 5:52 to go. Inside handoff to Still posted on the 41-yard line.
Darnard carry.
Yeah,
Tackled by Freddie Bell.
West Monroe is fine with giving up those
2-yard gain.
little
It's
gains.
3rd down and 2.
Inside handoff to Gordo here on the 3rd down drive.
Got it.
And off to Darnard. 3-yard gain. 1st down.
Yeah, that was a good job by Dardar. It's kind of hitting the backfield, but kept moving. Picked up that 1st down. 5 minutes left in this ball game. Clock is running.
Off to Dardar. Bouncing outside. Will be staying in
Darnard carry. Tackled by Elijah Thomason. Aiden Parker. 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3.
.418 and counting. It's Harkins at the Rebel 41 trying to score. Mack on a draw. We'll get the 3rd down, driving to 35. He's going over 1st down.
Back with keeper. Tackled by Troy Smith. 6-yard gain. 1st down.
What about 4 minutes remaining in this contest case? I want to start thanking some of our sponsors for sponsoring us this year. We really do appreciate it, allowing us to bring you these games on KLEB and on the Coastal Broadcasting Network YouTube channel. State Bank and Trust Company, Regional Homes of Raceland, Mitch's Landscaping, Thibodeau Regional Health System. 15 for West Monroe did a good job of not allowing Jarvis to get to the inside on his route.
Second down.
Also want to thank Doug Fab. Thanks, Mr. Tager Gisclair for his support. The Lafourche Parish Fire District number 3, Arthur, LA, and Oscar Barrio State Farm. Yeah, exactly. They just bumped the receiver enough to throw the timing off. Because it was a good pass. But the timing was off because Drake couldn't get off the line of scrimmage that clean. Ooh. If that defensive back takes a different angle on that ball, he could have gone a long way. Thank Rev, South Lafourche Bank, PMC Insurance, J.O. Philly C. Chabert, Advanced Eye Institute, and Performance Automotive. Brad and Kim Dewey, thank y'all so much.
4th and 1, inside of 3 minutes to go. Back to the sideline. Let's keep it here, though. We're not going to do any talking. So let's start
Well, midfield with Joe Septa. Thank you so much, Joe. With Chad Boudreau, Maritime Safety Solutions, the Terry L. Hunter III Foundation. Thank them so much for their support throughout this football season. Lady of the Sea General Hospital.
Since there's no post game, guys, y'all did a fantastic job this year, all year. Whether we won or lost, y'all brought, I think, the best play-by-play color combination to the people, our fans.
Yeah, appreciate Truck letting us do this. Jeremy Forms and Petting Zoo, thank you. My Bows, thank you so much.
First down. 17-yard gain. First down, going to go South Lafourche.
Lafourche Parish President, Mr. Mitch Oldron, thank you so much for your support. Galliana Fresh Market, Mr. Henry Lafourche, School Board Member, All-Star Cheer Academy, Amped Up Installations, Breathing Care Medical Services, and Golden Motors. Thank y'all all so very much for sponsoring us here on KLEB. Tell you what, these young men out here, the Tarpers, are still running hard. They want to get this last score in.
3-yard gain. It's third down. And let's go. 6.
Hornville 31-26, 10:49 to go. Thank you, Travis.
Fourth and goal here. This is the last play of the career of Mac and featuring Delaware so they can get a touchdown down the middle.
This is incomplete. Rebels will take over on that.
The ball is incomplete. He'll get away. The foul to change possessions here.
Rebel fans, we'd like to make a special Rebel Stadium recognition to our former head coach, Jerry Arledge, who's celebrating his bride, Miss Sally's birthday here tonight in Rebel Stadium. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fun doing it. Glad we are able to do it. Say this every year. You're the best in the business, man, and it's good for me to learn from you and to bring these games and these Tarpons, man. They fought, and it's an uphill battle coming here. You knew that coming in, and you feel for these seniors, man. It's coming to an end quick.
Yeah.
I think Travis Douglas for him giving us scoreboard up. Damien at times gave some report. All you guys that call in and give us scores, yes, we really do appreciate it. And that's the last snap for this season.
So that's the final snap of the season. Ryan, just some final thoughts as the Tarpons wrap up their 4 years.
Well, you said honestly it was a great year. It's been a heck of a 4 years with these seniors. Watching them from freshmen, how they matured as football players and young men along the way. It's just these last 4 years with this group. And when they first came in, we said this group has that it factor. And they left their mark on this program that's going to stay for a very long time. And that's something they should be very proud of.
Revelation. It looks like we'll be gathering here again next Friday night. Barr leads Northwood 49-21.
Gotta thank Miss Andrea for the sheets that they give. It helped out a lot this year in the broadcast. And again, thank Truck for putting this on, because not many high schools around the state have this. And the ones that do have it are just catching up to what Truck's been doing for years.
That's all for us tonight. We'll still get support. Basketball will be coming. Let's take a couple weeks off. Then we'll get to the hardwood.
And a reminder, as soon as we can, this game's going to be posted on YouTube, so you can go ahead and find it.
That's all for Monroe, folks.